Hi, this is Megan Falcone.
Still Josh Brenner.
And Seth Brenner.
And Amy Vorpahl.
Yeah, it's a two-parter with Amy Vorpahl.
I have a question for you.
Well, let's start
As do
there.
I.
Okay. Oh, great.
Check to the better.
Well, my question was, Seth went on a date with a woman he matched with on a dating app who, when he met with her, she was actually a professional matchmaker and wanted to recruit him into her program. Literally everyone who wrote into the podcast felt like that was wrong.
Yeah,
What's your take?
I've matched with people who want me to take their Pilates class. You know, like there's business being done. I find it all like a breach of the thing. That being said, if nothing matters, this healthy nihilism, then no harm, no foul. You got a matchmaker out of it, maybe, or like.
Did you take the Pilates class?
No. I mean, I'm good. Like I literally Muay Thai's like
Muay
a
Thai.
great, yeah. And
I cannot say it.
I do strength training at home. I'm like set for workouts. I need exactly 0 more. And it was a couple then too. So I mean, like honestly, if it's like a cute man, he's like, come and take a free Pilates class. I'd be like, okay. But
So
then it
he
was
went
like,
on a date with you and was like, and actually,
no, it was only an app that he revealed that. Yeah, and so I didn't waste any of my time.
I had 2 questions actually.
Oh, all right, let's go.
You're swiping through profiles. You see a profile, and on this profile it said, I have a podcast about dating apps.
I'm the wrong person to ask. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it for the plot. Let's go. Like, this is so fun. Social media is like, people are posting screenshots of their Tinder or whatever, and it's like everyone's talking about everything. You know, what's
That's a
public,
great
what's
point.
private right now.
Question 2?
Question 2. 120 dates.
Yes.
Do you have this tabulated? How'd you come up with that number 120?
Yep, it's all in a Google Doc.
Okay, if you're just tuning in, Amy was with us last week. She is Seth in female form. She's gone on lots of dates. And
That's like the meanest thing you've ever said to anyone. Do you realize what you just did to that this wonderful,
she's an outgoing-
charming, delightful human being?
Minus 100 points for Megan.
No, give her 200 points.
No, he
Sorry,
never
you
gives
can't-
me
you
points.
can't.
You don't give points to
I
Megan,
never
but
give
I'll
them.
take it. I understand.
I mean that you're both fulfilled, independent people who are happy and outgoing and living
and
meaningful
lonely and
lives.
desperate. No.
No, that's just Seth. So if you're just tuning in, go back to last week so you can hear Amy's story. But now picking up, so you tabulated.
I did. It did start with the dating coach, and her thing was, it is a numbers game, and also you just need reps. Also, the way she taught, God, I know this is gonna be polarizing because it always is, and it was polarizing to me when I said I was like, I'm not doing that, and then I didn't do it for a week, and she goes, Amy, you're paying me a lot of money. You've done it your way this far. How's that gotten you?
Wow.
We're
And
always telling Seth that.
why don't you do it my way? So this is what she said. 1, any man who asks you out, you will go out with.
Oh.
I like that.
Because that is someone who is interested in you on some level. And you need to experience what that feels like because you've been leading your whole life. Like, I've led all of the relationships that I've been in. Leading lady. Yeah, exactly. And then 2, this is the one that I was like, gross. But it was, do not ask any questions.
On a date?
On a date?
Ever.
Oh.
In the apps, on the date.
Why?
Because it was her way of swinging the pendulum all the way to you could easily lead the conversation. And if you're actively now what I will say, because I was like, that's, I got mad about it. Like,
I'm mad about it.
Yeah, no.
But it worked, and I got good at it, and here's how. Anything the man did, I responded more. It was like, hey, I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's so great to match with you. And then he'd go, how are you? And I'd be like, wow, thanks so much for asking. Here's what's going on in my day. Like, this is what I'm looking forward to. And so he would have something to pull from to continue. And half the time he would answer his own question. Well, and here's how I am. So the conversation, it wasn't dead on arrival, which I thought it would be.
Yeah.
There was a way to do it. And I will say it was like heady and analytical. And these days, do I do it? Not, like, I just don't want to overthink it. But it was a good exercise, and I needed it.
The worst thing on these conversations for me, the worst thing is if the woman is not asking questions back.
Know.
Was that on dates in person too?
Yeah, on dates in person too.
Wow.
Hate.
You're a great conversationalist.
You're so engaging.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Yes.
I think what you're up against, Seth, is that the person you're talking to is just not engaging whether they're asking questions or not.
Right, but that's because it's a bot.
But the thing I hate about this is that it feels like a weird stroke of his ego, sort of. He's the only person allowed to ask questions.
So you're looking at it through a lens that I was looking at it through, and it's not who's allowed and who gets this and who gets that. It's actually a really cool dynamic where I'm actually in control.
Yeah, that's what I
Because you're a
think,
little
yeah.
withholding in a way.
Not
yeah,
withholding.
You're not playing any of your cards on the table here.
Exactly.
You're,
I'm really going. Oh,
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had this whole thing about whatever. We don't have to go into it, but yeah.
oh yes, we do.
Okay, well, she had a thing that she said questions are penetrating energy. When you say, what are you looking for? Or when you say, this is on your profile, what does that mean? It gives this assertive, like, there's an answer I have in mind that is the correct answer, and you must answer that correctly.
Mhm.
But by the way, Tub Girl loves to ask what I was looking for.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Oh.
At this point in the podcast, we'll usually turn to Seth and say, any dates this week?
Amy. Any dates this week?
Or in the past year that you have
Oh,
done.
well, because I listen
And-
to this podcast, I might take a liberty.
Yes.
Relationship corner! Is that right? Is
By
that
the way,
right
so much
episode?
better than it has ever been sung by the trained vocals of Amy Wolfman.
I did not have a date this week, but there's someone circling that I'm trying to get a vibe on who I would call like a work situation. So
Okay.
like I would be open if he made a move, but
you won't make a move?
no,
Because you're not attracted enough, or because you don't
no,
want to...
because I already know I am attracted enough, and so I'm dancing a little.
Okay.
So you're putting it out there?
What's your vibe? What's your
I have-
hey come ask me out vibe?
I just give flirt. So but I also think that can be confusing too, because he
That's
might be
very
like
confusing.
yeah, like oh, that woman flirts with everybody. But I just give him a little more attention. I guess it's new, and I'm not even sure. You know, it's like how
Yeah.
much would this rock the boat anyway? So
Yeah.
it's almost not worth talking about. But it's fun to have a little crush.
That's what
all.
we do on this podcast. We talk
Yeah.
about things that aren't worth talking about.
I know. Yeah. It's
In
just-
great detail.
But I will say, yeah, it's nice to be like, oh, this is I respect him and stuff. So
Yeah.
so we'll see.
Oh, well,
I love
Alright.
a work crush because it makes going to work so much better.
Well,
Yes.
it's a proximity crush.
Yes.
But it's
So we'll
also
see.
You're
like
getting this stink eye, by the way.
me. Well, I haven't had a work crush in years.
Yeah,
and
there
years.
you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god. The last date.
Let's be honest. Get to a disaster.
Let's get
Come
to
on,
something.
get-
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so what did I made some notes. So this is another coffee date. Couldn't have been worse. Literally, he said, well, I'm reading this, I don't know, 1,000-page, I can't even remember, like something Japanese philosophy. Okay, like something. And I was like,
Okay.
whoa. And he goes, yeah. And I go, well, do you like it? And he goes, no. I was like, why are you doing it? And he goes, like why people climb Mount Everest, because it's there. Like he was just self-flagellating to like be
Oh.
intelligent, I suppose.
Which lets you know how stupid he is.
How stupid. But at the end of that date, so it was just that, and I was intrigued because I'm like, I just wanted to know how your mind works, that you are living a life that you resent on purpose. So he did do most of the talking, but I get to my car. We part ways. I get to my car, and a stranger man, I would say maybe in his 40s, comes up and goes, hey, I just want to let you know it's not you. And I go, what? And he goes, I was listening to that date, and like he didn't.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God, I love this.
And he was like, it was awful, and I just need you to know that like other men, I mean, it would have been, I'm married, but it would have been a delight to have a
my
date
God.
with you, and that man was
Wow.
bad. And I was like, I appreciate it, but I'm not confused what happened. And I gave him a hug, and so I hugged a stranger over how bad a date was in public. So that's
I love that
Yes.
this man is like the PR for men. He's like,
He was like,
"Please
not
don't
all
make
men, not all men. Yeah.
Wait, so
no.
I'm so torn about this. I guess Good Samaritan, because what a creep. You just like acknowledge that you were eavesdropping for an entirety of a date, but then I'm like, what a sweetheart. And then I'm concerned because I'm like, oh, he's hitting on you, and then he's married.
It was so
I've gone
safe.
through the whole journey.
Yeah, look, I think that happened to me in a split second too. And then by the end, I was like hugging it. I was like, yeah, we're good.
If
we're
he
good.
wasn't married, are you interested?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. Look, I say I'm not discerning, but
But there are some discerns. Okay.
Sparkometer not very high for the random
Okay.
stranger.
All right.
No.
That's
Then-
incredible.
That's insane.
Pretty good, right?
Let me ask you this though. Like, let's say you we're intrigued by not married. You're intrigued by this guy.
Yeah.
If he was like, hey, can I try to do better?
I had that happen to me.
Whoa.
So, and I said yes. So, God, this wasn't on my list, but it was now, it kind of happened. So I was going on I've been stood up for a coffee date twice. Stood up.
Unacceptable.
Both- and both-
we all have phones.
And both times the night before, was like, hey, so stoked about tomorrow, still on. And I was like, yeah, definitely see you there. And so like then
Can you
both
report
times,
them to the app or something?
why would I waste the time?
Did you
Yeah,
text them,
okay.
hey, where are you? And then no reply?
Absolutely not. That's I'm just never talking to you
That's
again.
a butt you don't even need to sniff.
Oh,
you know everything you
absolutely.
need to know about that butt.
So what did happen both times that night at like 10 p.m. No apology. They'd just be like, work was crazy today. And
they follow up texted?
both times.
That's
Wow.
absolutely
Both times.
insane.
I mean, I'm wondering, this is pure catfishing. It's just someone who's literally, same as Tub Girl, gets some sort of...
It's Tub Girl. It's not about her body size, is it?
Oh,
No.
God.
No. You don't ever respond when they text you late at night.
No.
And I think ghosting is an excellent way of communicating in first, second, third date scenarios. It's totally fine.
Too.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of the fade.
It's, again, you owe these people
Yeah.
nothing.
Absolutely.
They owe
Will you ever
nothing.
do the? So this is something we get into a lot. Is the it was fun meeting. Just to let you know, I wasn't feeling it. It's probably like it's maybe a friend vibe or something.
I only do that if they say, and this happens in person too, if they go, wow, this is so great, let's do this again. Or over text, let's do this again. And then I would say, God, it was awesome meeting you. I have to be honest, I'm not feeling it, but and I say it out loud,
you.
and I get a thank you every time.
Even if we're like parting ways in the night, so
Yeah.
let's do this again, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't think they need to say anything then. If I
I do.
text, which is fine, which
Yeah,
is totally fine. But if I do reach out and say, hey, you want to try to get together? Or just like, even if I just like, hey, what's going on this week?
Yeah.
If they're like, listen, you seem super nice, not fine. If I don't reach out and we both fade away into the ether.
Fart in the wind.
I'm going to stick with fade away into the ether.
Okay.
But
This episode, by the way, is going to be farts in the wind because we're just going through all of Amy's farts in the wind, the most memorable farts.
Oh yeah, wait.
I'm
wait,
so sorry.
So wait, how did you were saying
Oh
somebody?
yes. So I was there and I was like giving this man, 15 minutes, and I am walking back and forth just a couple of times in the cafe, like maybe I missed him or something.
Just looking, doing the like kind of look around thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A man walks in and like looks at me, and he looks at me like he recognized me, and that makes you think that you recognize them too.
What's your sparkometer on this mystery man?
Like fine, like
3. It's a 3.
but it's not a 3. It's like I'm attracted to everyone. I fall in love at the drop of a hat, and also no one. So I don't know. He's in line waiting for a coffee, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do one more walkthrough, and he stops me and he goes, I feel like I know you, and I was like, yeah, I was getting that vibe too. And when he walked in, how could
and
we do
staring
this?
at me.
Yeah, and we compare notes, and we don't know each other, and he was like, well, here, what's your Instagram? I give it to him. So then I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna follow him, and I look, and he does Muay Thai, and I was like, oh, that we could have maybe like been at the same gym.
Did
And
you punch him in the face?
I would remember.
She never forgets a face she
I would
punches.
remember. Yeah. So the guy's not coming, and I'm about to leave, but I find him. I was like, have we sparred or anything together? And he was like, I go to these gyms, and I was like, never been. So it turns out, no, we don't know each other. But he goes, well, what are you doing here? And I go, oh, candidly, I think I'm being stood up for a coffee date. And he goes, unacceptable. Do you have coffee? And I go, no, I'm about to go. He goes, do you have time? And I go, yeah. He goes, I'm gonna buy you coffee. And he like, and
Oh,
so
that
we
one
had.
feels like it should have worked.
That's pretty meet
I
cute.
know.
Yeah.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, so we did.
Did it progress?
It did. We had a 40-minute conversation, and he was there to write, so he needed to get to writing as well.
LA.
Yeah, as per usual.
Wait, but you guys have so much in common because you're a writer
yes.
and you do
so,
the same.
Megan, hold
Yes,
on.
I'm so excited.
Spoilies, my
So
God.
then, at the end of this, so we're parting ways, and he goes, I don't like being the stand-in much in my life. I would like to be the guy. How about we have a date tonight?
This is
Whoa,
this
tonight.
is so romantic.
It was so cute.
It's very
So
like
then-
romance
Wait,
novel.
Tonight's working. Tonight is not too aggressive.
You do the math in the moment, and in the
Yeah,
moment, I was
okay.
free, and we had talked.
I'm
We had
swooning.
talked like half an hour. It was so short, and he obviously wanted to talk more. I wanted to talk more. I was free, and so he goes, would this be weird if we like did Muay Thai in the park together? And I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
And so we
loving it.
like kind of do some sparring, and like
How
I've
is
been
he?
doing it like good. He's good. He's a good trainer. So I've heard you talk about this, so I hesitate to bring it up because this would make us a little too identical. But I have a protein goal I need to make every day.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So
I don't. I just want to make sure that didn't. Could you repeat it for the jury, please? I just want to make sure that gets heard.
I know it's too identical, but he's like, "Do you want to get something to eat?" And I was like, "Honestly, like I need chicken. Like I just need."
Can I just give you a hug? I wanna.
Oh no!
Yeah, on one podcast, y'all were ribbing him for something like that, and I was like,
No.
"This is what happened," but I hesitate to say it because we've
No,
already
we're
established-
excited.
No, this
We
is
needed
great.
to know.
This is
Anyway,
great. We got a couple teen
and
heads.
so he was like, "Great, you pick the place," and I said Zanku chicken, and then we just go to Zanku chicken. I get all the chicken I need.
Did he pay or did you pay?
Yeah, he paid. It was very.
And it felt comfortable.
Yeah, it felt
Did
comfortable.
you offer, or he was just like, I got this, or?
It was very clear that he was paying, and I think he made a comment like basically, this is the vibe. Like, how would a lovely like a woman that's so like as great as you or so, as lovely as you, how would I ever like I wouldn't be a gentleman if I didn't pay or something
This
like
is
that.
straight like a night from a romance
I know,
novel.
this
I'm losing it.
This is same night. This is same night.
Yeah, that we met at the cafe.
It's like a whirlwind
And it was
romance day.
Yeah. But I was getting vibes after that date where it was that thing of like, oh, this is a performance. Like, this actually isn't. This is, you could maintain this for a little while, but it's not sustainable. But I do go out with him again.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
It's a day thing. It's not a dinner or anything. But he's like, you're a writer. I'm a writer. What if we met at a cafe and wrote together? And like,
Who's
and I
pursuing
like
it?
that.
He's
He
mostly
is.
pursuing
Yeah,
it?
mhm.
Okay.
And so we do.
But your level of excitement has dwindled.
Oh yeah,
as the
yeah.
year.
I'm just like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like, I need to see who this person is because I got a little wrapped up in it.
It's so romantic.
It was pretty romantic. Also, like fighting in the park, like one of my favorite things to do.
Boy, do you live in the right town.
The way this ended was we do write together, and this is what happens. He's writing, and he goes,
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, so I'm like on my own laptop, and he's not communicating with me, so he just kind of gets a little into this, whatever he's laughing about, and I'm like, I'm not gonna freaking ask what like
Yeah,
it's so,
yeah, you
Don't
can't.
bite.
It's
Don't
so
bite.
I didn't
self-indulgent.
buy
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And so then finally he goes, when you read something that you wrote 5 years ago and it's still so funny.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
no.
And I
Oh
went-
my goodness.
And like it was done. It was just done.
Okay, because you already know he's not a real writer. Real writers hate everything they've ever written.
Yeah.
So it's
That's a
fake.
great
It's
point.
Yeah.
clearly
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
a fraud.
You know what else is so weird about it?
But
You guys met up to write, and he's reading something he wrote 5 years ago?
Josh.
Because he's never he hasn't written anything in 5 years.
Because
That's
apparently
so
he's just been
crazy.
I don't know, whatever. Like, who cares? When that happened, I was like, something is going on here.
So
Yeah.
I have this script.
Sad.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
What do you think about people who lie about their height on profile?
I don't care. The only time
You
I care
are
about
so
height.
magnanimous towards these idiots.
Oh, do you know what the dating coach also told me? You give men all of the grace with their profile. Like you just everything. They're bad at it. It's fine.
6 feet it is.
Well, the only time height mattered, I went on a date with a 5'6" man, and he spent the whole date telling me about how he's 5'6", and like he was defending something that I wasn't firing. Like I wasn't. I had no ammunition.
Oh, he
around
was
height.
just fighting his own battle inside of him.
Yeah,
but
and
with
so
you.
that's the only time I care about height is when it becomes like a big insecurity.
Yeah, that would be crazy. People like that would be totally insane.
Oh man, you're gonna hate this. He told me because I'm 5'6", I have to wear cowboy boots.
What? And
So-
you guys have never met?
Why
I
does it have to be cowboy
wear
boots?
cowboy
Because
boots.
You're getting like Italian boot.
I-
You can mix in a.
He said, oh, that's what he said.
So he just
He-
sat
so he-
down and
he
did like a tight
arrives-
20 on being 5'6".
I mean, yeah, like I.
Let me
get-
tell you something.
I
First of
mean,
all, he's not 5'6".
Yeah,
he's like
that's
5'1".
Whatever. and then again, who cares? Like it just was. Yeah, it was boring. Like that's boring. The insecurities are
Yeah.
boring.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
They're boring.
Yeah.
They're boring.
Mm.
What are you excited about? Like, show me something.
Um, tell
is
us
there
more.
another one? I think that's. I didn't even know. I remember that one. The other one was about a man. He brought a dog to the Grove to get coffee, and the dog was anxious the entire time. And the dad of the dog, the man, didn't do anything about it. That was awful.
Do you think that was his dog, or he like
It was
borrowed
his
the
dog.
dog to impress
It was
you?
his dog, and it was like.
You're telling me to do that.
I know, but you're really good with our dogs.
Oh, thanks.
But yeah, it was the dog was there, but it was freaking out, and he had no solution to the problem. And I think he was waiting for me to have a solution, and I was like, no, it's not your problem. Like we're
Yeah.
not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this for him. He can take care of his dog. And if it was,
What kind of a dog was it?
I would say it was a mid-sized mix. I don't know. It had
Okay.
short hair. Maybe had a bit of a pit bull in it. Cute as hell. Like
You couldn't pick it up and just like
no,
comfort it that way.
I'd say about 40 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
maybe if he was man enough, he could have picked it up.
He could have. Sure. I mean,
If he
I
had
don't.
his
I
team.
mean, I know there are things you can do to soothe
I
dogs.
wonder if he was nervous and the dog was like,
Picking up on
Picking up
that.
on
yeah, like
I
drafting
think
off
it-
of his
yeah,
But
nerves.
I'm
also,
sure.
the Grove makes everybody feel nervous.
Yeah, it
I
is
think the
an-
Grove. Do you like the Grove as a date?
I like the Grove.
You do?
Yeah.
It's
Why is it
very.
What do you do?
Good.
Just take a walk around?
Do you
Casual
ever
shit.
get run over by the train there? I feel like there's always a
Do you
train.
That's
ever
so dramatic.
Do you ever regularly get run over?
I feel like the train is always
As it turns
coming.
out, believe it or not, I've never gotten hit by the 1 mile an hour train.
That is just
That's a
ringing
miracle.
the trolley bell.
Yeah, couldn't be more.
Wow.
Yes.
Narrowly escaping death by tram.
One of my best friends, Yardoc, she was taking care of this woman who like broke her foot. It was, painful, but she was screaming for pain medication. And my friend walks in the room and is like, "Ma'am, you've broken your foot. I know it's painful. Please take it. Let's take it down a notch. We have other patients." Screaming, bloody murder. "This hurts worse than getting hit by a train," she says.
See?
And
She's pinned to the Grove.
And she goes, "Ma'am, what are you talking about?" So she goes over the chart, starts sifting through the chart, going, 2 years ago, she got hit by a train.
How this is a big punchline, I don't know, but that is hilarious.
It happened.
This is real.
People get hit by a
Max
train.
Well, look, I think it's appropriate that we end talking about at least Seth's dating life on a train wreck.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I do have like the big one. I
Yeah.
haven't even said that.
Let's
that one
do
yet.
it.
This one ended after the 5th date. This one was the coffee date where he restarted his sentences. A cute guy. Also,
Have you seen the Netflix show One Day?
no, yes, I have.
It reminds me, in my mind, it's such a good
Wow,
show.
good
It
show.
is such a
Yeah.
good show. It reminds me of the boyfriend that she dates in
Yes.
between. That he's like a comic who like tries to pitch his jokes and
Yes.
then bails on it. So
Yes.
that's in my mind who you're dating.
That is not who I'm dating.
Okay.
I'm dating. So let me paint a picture. He's
Okay.
bald. He
Okay.
does have facial hair.
Bald
He's
by
got-
choice or bald by
I don't think-
nature?
I don't think-
Nobody's
Bald by
bald.
choice.
Nobody's
I don't
bald
think
by
anyone's
choice.
bald by
Unless
choice,
he's a
but-
swimmer.
Yeah.
But I do think it was like he committed at some point. He like
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was some you could shave, and he did
Okay.
shave like the corners or whatever you call them.
It's called the wraparound.
The wrap is it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so he shaves the wraparound. Got tattoos. He wears jewelry, and I do like a decorated man is what I call it. Either like some jewelry or like just a little affectation of like
You
what's
like
that?
the ink too? You
I
just put
do.
pro ink?
I'm
Yeah.
pro. I'm not. I'm neither. But like when it's like yeah.
Are they
I
good?
Like it.
The tats are good.
They're like heavily sports related.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
So like
Question mark.
Yeah, but
Like like Dodgers? Like it's in LA Dodgers?
no, not
Or
LA.
like footballs.
Yeah, football.
It's just a sports.
It also, I think he was in a gang, but not a real one, like a fake gang.
That's cute.
Like with his bros.
It's like
in
a
high school.
BBYO chapter.
Well, just he's like got a white button down. It's pressed. It's like he dresses nice. Tech guy.
Okay.
Not Silicon Valley, not like startup guy, not like Web3.
Okay.
Just the way tech works in other corporations. Okay. So
Exciting.
first date,
Not
yeah.
as I like it.
First date, coffee. Second date, dinner. Third date, he cooks me steak.
Teen.
And you know when you see him, you are like, I want to go on a second date with him immediately?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
cute and nice, and we have a great conversation.
Okay.
And the banter's good. He like calls a couple of times, only for 5 minutes, but just to like check in.
You're into like a bit of a hands-off check-in. Just like,
I don't know.
how's it going? But
No.
what should Seth text?
I don't know. It's a vibe.
Okay,
every time.
It
okay.
is
You just figure-
100%. It's either
This
right.
is-
It's either right in cooking or it's not.
Okay.
This is something that I think is very interesting that we need to take away from our time with Amy, which is that there is just the energy of it,
energy.
and sometimes the same thing
I've
could be
done it-
gross or the same thing could be great.
100%.
And
Exactly.
correct.
It's not about the action. It's about the being. I've just done it too many times where I'm like, this is my preference. Oh, wait. No, now I'm changing it. Oh, wait. No, this is my preference. Oh, wait. Now I'm changing it. And that I'm like, enough. I'll know. It'll be fine.
Yes.
Just
Enjoy
type-
the ride.
type
Enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the ride. And if something like really pisses me off, or if something is really good or something, I'll be like, oh, I like that. I need to like give like, I don't know, a reward, validation, yeah, something like that. Or if it really pisses me off, I'll set a boundary. Like,
You ghost them.
yeah, big boundary. Actually, I'm pretty fine. You're either talking to me and impressing me, and I'm getting everything I need, or you're gone.
I like it.
No.
Okay.
So then I had said something like, "Oh yeah, I prefer phone calls. Like texting is, because here's what's happening on the phone call. I'm present because I'm talking to you,
Yeah.
and you're present.
Yeah,
Question.
So we're here." And then we're not here. And then when
Yeah,
you're gone,
good.
you're gone. And when we're here, we're here.
What if someone takes their pre-date phone calls like in the car running errands?
I don't
Feelings
care.
on that.
I don't care. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Wow.
Why would I
You're
care
so
about that?
chill.
You're so
Why would I
chill.
care
so
about that?
chill.
Well,
You're still making time to be on the
It's
phone.
just a little less
I
fun.
should teach a Tao of dating.
What are your thoughts on
I,
that?
as a single person, should I?
The voice prompts, sending those. In,
I hate voice memos.
I think it's a little invasive, but again, like I've gone on dates with people where I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I got videos once where he was a guy and he was just like,
Wow.
hey, just sitting on my back porch and like I just da 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 and he,
I
da 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 and I was like, ew,
would never,
and then I
would
went on a date
never
with him.
send.
Oh wait, oh yeah,
Okay,
we're in the
wait,
middle.
back,
we're back,
okay,
So
we're
you're
we're day
interested
3.
and some phone calls are coming in.
Yes. Okay. Day 3, he cooked
He
steak.
cooked steak
Sweet.
at his
It
house
was-
or your? Or...
It was at his apartment. He's
Okay.
got a dog. That was really cute. I could tell he was a little nervous still, and all of it was very, very cute and wholesome.
And by date 3, is he still starting and stopping his sentences?
no. He's
No.
yeah.
More comfort.
It's comfortable.
Yeah, he was being cute. It was sweet and cute. And then the 4th date,
I have more
made
questions
the move.
about 3.
Okay.
If someone invites you to their place,
Yeah, I was gonna ask too.
do you feel there are expectations?
So
Did you shave your legs before you went over for steak?
You don't have to
I
answer
see.
that.
I
You
see.
don't have to answer that.
Yeah, I mean, look, I know myself well enough that nothing non-consensual will happen,
Right,
regardless
right.
of where I am. I think I could surprise someone with an elbow to the face if I
Yeah,
had to.
yeah.
So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yes.
so I'm not doing really that math
Yeah.
with him, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you thinking at all about just like dismount of the date because the check comes at a restaurant, the date's over?
No,
Yeah.
I'm very good at dating. I got literally on a date once. It was at a gaming store because I love gaming, and so he was like, "Let's go to this gaming store," and I was like, "Okay." So but we finished and he was like, "Want to play a game?" And I go, I think I'm ready to go home."
Yeah.
And
Good for
and
you.
he was like, "Okay," and I was like, "Yeah." But it was really nice to meet you, and
Oh,
that
that's
vibe.
great.
But I was like, yeah, it's over for me. Like
Yeah.
I did.
Great.
So I'm
now
comfortable.
but now you're at date 4.
Day 4, and
you're
I
still interested.
proposed because he had a rough weekend. His dog had like this insane surgery, and
No.
he had and I knew he had to stay home with the dog, but it had been a week. So I was like, what if I brought like food over? You pick the restaurant, I'll
Nice.
bring food, and we'll have like a chill night where you can take care of your dog. I'll help
Yeah.
if anything needs to help, and I just want to see you. And that was great and cute. I think
It's all
we
going
both.
so well.
going
yeah.
so
I think
Wow.
so. It was and I was excited about it. Then we're gonna have this 5th date, I think, because I get a text on Tuesday, and he goes, "Hey, do you like this taco truck?" And I'm like, "I don't know, but I like taco trucks, so
Well,
maybe."
you're only human.
Yeah. And he was like, "Okay, cool." Then he sends me some Lord of the Rings memes, and
All
I'm
right.
like,
Okay, I'm
Great.
on board.
I mean, but now we've diverged from maybe a potential plan that was happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, haha. Yeah, I like nerd shit. I'm a lot, and so this is good. Then it kind of disappears
Oh.
and doesn't. There's no plan actually.
How important is the plan to you? Like
the
what,
only thing that matters.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like he's
Okay.
almost breadcrumbing a little bit, and by taking Maybe he's
But
not.
but they're already so far in.
But he's not sure yet, and he's like, well.
Well, I was doing that math too, and I was like, well, this is disappointing. But also maybe he doesn't know, or like I don't know. So I said, hey, what's the taco thing about? And he goes, well, I thought it would be something we could do together. And I was like, okay, that's what I thought too. So what's up with that? And he was like, so you're in? And I was like, I mean, I suppose.
Oh, he was nervous. He was just like floating something.
Well, I don't
and
know
then-
because he set up the dinner date and he set up the coffee date. Like this man
Yeah.
can plan
Huh.
something. And I was feeling a little vulnerable because I had just, made a move
Yeah.
of my own. And so I was like, I'm just going to call him. I'm going to get clarity either way. He could be not interested now and I'll get clarity there too. And so
But up until this point, you're not getting that vibe. Like,
No,
your
it
vibes
was-
are good.
Vibes are so good. Yeah,
Okay.
I was, and I think he's asking me out.
Yeah.
at some point,
Weird.
if not right now. But so I call him in, and I was like, hey, like it sounds like you're trying to ask me out. Is that what's happening? He goes, oh yeah, I'd like to go out with you again. I was like, okay, well let me tell you, this is confusing to me. That's why text messages are weird, and so if you're asking and you're just being like casual, I think that's fine. But if you want to like make a plan, really what that means to me is a date and a time and a place in my calendar, and I am very open to it. We're having a good time. It's good, like
Yeah.
thumbs up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Cool.
we have this kind of like 30-minute conversation where I was like, oh, this is cool. Like I get to say kind of what my needs are or whatever.
Yeah.
And he seems open and receptive and he's saying some stuff back. And it's a really good conversation. And I was proud of myself, And so we end the conversation and I go, okay, but me being me, what about that calendar? and he's like, you're right. It was around 6 p.m. He goes, I'll make a plan and send it to you by tomorrow, 10 a.m.
That's a weird.
Okay,
Really gotta think through
okay,
it.
Well.
bye.
Well, is his response like sort of being passive aggressive? Is
No.
he, Okay,
No.
not,
It
it's
was
not.
like, I mean, if a therapist were going to write his part of the conversation, it would be green flags.
Okay.
It was like, thank
Okay.
you so much for letting me know.
Okay.
Okay.
This is important to you. Yeah, I would love to like make you feel comfortable here.
Ah.
Like
Okay.
it was like,
He's a dreamboat.
yes.
Stand by.
Stand by, because then 10 a.m. comes and goes.
Oh no.
Yikes.
And then I don't hear from. I take it's sad, right? It's a day where I'm like, got it. I got excited too soon. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate
I go over to
it.
my girlfriend's house and like it just sucks. Like you just have to be
Sucks.
disappointed. So then at 8 p.m. that night, he texts me, "Hey, what's your weekend like?" And I was like, I feel too crazy. He's already gone in my mind.
Yeah.
So this is weird. So I just don't answer. 30 minutes, he calls me.
Okay.
And he goes, "Hey, yeah, I just wanted to maybe make plans for this weekend." I was like, "You already got my schedule. Like we talked about this on the phone yesterday." And he goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah. So," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm busy the week. I told you I was free Thursday or Monday night."
Dear.
I'm telling you, he's breadcrumbing you a little bit.
Well,
No,
no,
there's-
he's not. I'll tell
there's
you what.
multiple?
Hold on.
Sorry,
guys.
we just need to theorize because we
I
hate
know,
it.
I know, it's so tense. And I was in that moment. I was like we had that conversation, right? You remember? And he goes, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Okay, yeah," because I have it on my phone. Like we had that 30-minute conversation yesterday. He was like, "Totally. So wait, what days are you free again?" I was thinking tacos, and I was like, "No,
Uh-oh.
I know you were thinking tacos." And he goes, "Huh?" And I go, "Huh?" And I was like, "What's going on? You said 10 a.m. and you didn't do it, and that's why I'm being like this." And he goes, Oh, I did. Like all of this is like kind of validating me, but in this. So
Whoa.
then finally, I'll just reveal it. He goes, "I think I might have been blackout drunk yesterday."
Okay.
And then he goes, "I normally don't day drink." Even that phrase, "I normally don't day drink."
Yeah.
And to be
Well-
blackout drunk is
Well,
like.
I'll tell you what's terrifying is to be able to be blackout drunk and have you not
Not
even
it,
know.
No.
All my friends are
is
like, all my friends are like,
what?
how? And then I have some alcoholic friends who are sober now, and they're like, no, that's totally
That's
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
fine.
And wait, did he know that you don't drink?
Yeah, because we had gone to the restaurant and he ordered something and I didn't. And
I was a quadruple scotch and soda.
he had 2 drinks. I mean, it wasn't.
That's normal.
Yeah.
While he went to the bathroom.
Oh no. So then what did you do?
So he apologized profusely. He was like, "Let me make it up to you." And I was like, "Well, okay." Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It was going so well before. And then the vibe was just done. Like I could tell when we went out to the taco truck, which should have been very cute, and it was just like Yeah.
You got the ick. Someone told us once you see the ick, you like can't unsee it.
Yeah, and it wasn't so much. I don't care about people drinking. I don't. I for real don't. And I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not sober. I just like for health, like, and also I'm like fun enough. But
Wait. I'm sorry. How were the tacos?
they were really good.
Okay.
They were really good.
So you got something
So
out
I
of it.
did get something out of it. But yeah, that was the one that I was like, I think I'm good on the apps, just because I've just had too many men be able to like perform once, twice, you know, a hat trick, you know, and then a fourth time, and then there's just this reveal, and I got really excited too. I think that hurt.
Oh,
I'm
a little.
sorry.
That's okay.
No, it's not okay. It's not okay.
Well, to be fair, we're friends now.
Oh, you
really?
are?
Yeah.
Are you a sponsor?
I'm not a sponsor. I didn't. I was like, you make your own choices, but yeah, I don't need to.
Do you think it could become a relationship?
Absolutely not. No. Couldn't
You've
be
closed
clearer.
the door.
Oh yeah. Couldn't be clearer. Yeah.
Is he still carrying a?
I don't know. We don't talk about that. I don't
How's
know.
his dog?
Oh, good question. Yeah. Surgery was. I'm not even go into it. But it was a gnarly surgery. But yeah, she actually is better. So.
Oh, great.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's a happy ending.
I know. Sorry that it's not a happy ending.
No, it was
This
a great
show- this show
story.
is
It's
not
never
about
happy
happy
endings.
endings.
No, this is
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing
Yeah.
so much
Yeah,
with us.
thank you, Amy.
Yeah.
If you had to give a verbal, like, what your dating profile is, if anyone out there has an Amy set up,
And aim high.
like, who you are and who you're looking for.
I'm actually glad I've got some objectivity to look at my dating profile, because I haven't been on it. And I went back and looked at it. I was like, yeah, this is chaotic. Like, I didn't do a good job, because like on one hand, I've got like very wholesome, really like thoughtful prompts and stuff, and like got like a video of me like Texas two-stepping with my 9-year-old nephew, and he's spinning me. It's so cute. And then I also have like a video of me in like a skin tight gown dropping it like it's hot in a very sexy way to I want to be like an animal. So like I'm like, oh, I might need to pick. I might need to choose.
Pick a lane.
Why can't you can be both?
That's what I thought when I made it, and now I'm like, you know, because on Hinge and then on Bumble, like you can comment or you can like one specific thing of the profile.
Okay.
And we're talking about men here, so it's mostly
They like your dancing.
mostly the dancing.
Not the two-step.
Yeah. Anyway,
But do guys think that
You do?
under no circumstance will I like the bikini picture?
Even though that is what you're actually mostly liking.
You're not getting the point here. You don't get me, Meg.
It's all a farce. The whole thing.
I mean, I agree with
I
that.
think what it actually is a fart in the wind.
If you will
Okay,
tell
but-
us any promotional stuff you want to promote,
Oh,
where to
okay.
find you.
Okay. Yeah, just follow me on Instagram at Vorpal Sword. It's a D&D reference. So I'm also teaching a class for Dungeon Masters. And also, yeah, I am open to dating and meeting people. And if this is a funnel into...
Email us at StepInTheCityPodcast@gmail.com and
I'm
we'll set you up.
39. I am looking for a husband, so dating intentionally and interested in a family. Like, I want a husband because I've got, like, a fun life and I want to share and make memories.
You guys, wow.
Thank you, Amy.